Hey everyone, in this session we will understand a very special and frequently used method in Pandas called groupby. Groupby method can split the data frame into multiple groups. We can analyze data by category with the help of groupby. Once we have split the data frame into multiple groups, based on our problem statement, we might run few of the aggregate functions on top of those groups. That is a very frequent operation a data engineer or a machine learning engineer performs. Functions which run on top of a grouped data and returns a single value called aggregate functions. Sum, count, mean, max, all these are examples of aggregate functions in Pandas. Using groupby and aggregate functions, we are basically performing split, apply and combine technique on a data frame. For example, if your problem statement is something like this, that you have to count the number of apples, orange and bananas present in a box, you will perform a groupby on top of that box. What will happen? It will split the content. Oranges will be together, apples will be together and bananas will be together. This phase is known as split. Once that is done, our target is to count the number of apples, oranges and bananas. So we apply count method on grouped content so that we will get orange count as 2, apple count as 2 and banana count as 1. This phase is known as apply. Once that is done, we are combining everything together in a table to represent it in an organized form. That is called combine. Hope you have understood what is split, apply and combine technique in Pandas. Without wasting time, let's go to Jupyter Notebook and write some code to understand groupby and aggregation functions in detail. I am in my Jupyter Notebook. I have created a new notebook called Pandas groupby and aggregation. I'll upload these notebooks into my Git repo so that you can download it. The link will be in the description. In order to perform groupby and aggregation, first of all, we need pandas to be imported in our notebook. Import pandas as PD does the same. Once that is done, let's take a sample data. I have a CSV file called housing price dataset. We will try to create a data frame out of this CSV data. Now if you see the data, this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 is nothing but the indexes added in the data frame. We have square feet, bedrooms, bathrooms, neighborhood, year built and price for sample apartments of a country. If we want to group the data based on bedrooms, we can perform a groupby. Groupby method splits the whole data set based on the bedrooms. Now if we see the room grouped data, it will be an object. So you cannot print room group data directly. It's a data frame group by object. This room underscore grouped underscore data object is an iterator. So you can easily iterate on the data stored within it. We are iterating through bedrooms and corresponding data frame and printing them up. If you see now, when bedrooms 2, we have few data set. When the bedroom count is 3, we have few data set. For bedroom count 4, we have data. For bedroom count 5, we have data. So basically, using groupby, we have splitted the whole data frame into 5 different data frames based on the number of bedroom. Not only a single column, we can even group a data frame based on multiple columns or features. Last time, we grouped our data frame based on bedrooms. This time, we are passing a list within groupby method. So basically, we are trying to split our whole data frame based on neighborhood and bedrooms. Let's run this. Let's see what is there within neighborhood bedroom grouped data. If you see here, the key is rural and 2. This means the neighborhood is rural, the number of bedrooms are 2. And this time you have more split because it is splitting based on the neighborhood and number of bedrooms. Once we have understood how to perform groupby on top of a data frame, let's understand how we can apply aggregation on a grouped data. If we want to know some statistics on neighborhood bedroom grouped data, we can perform some aggregation operation. This time we have just counted the number of entries for each group. Using count function, we are basically counting the number of entries we have in the dataset based on neighborhood and bedrooms. Let's understand the average price for each of these categories. Now if you see here, for example, urban 2-bedroom price is something like 220k. Using this, we can perform some basic analysis on the housing price. We can even see the maximum price for each of these categories by running max on top of the grouped data. Suburban 4 BHK house will cost you 445k. Let's understand the takeaway from this session. We have realized what is group by operation. We always perform group by operation on a data frame. We can analyze the data by categories. Once we have splitted the data frame into multiple groups, we can perform aggregate functions on top of those groups. Sum, count, mean, max, all these are example of aggregate functions. Using group by, we are splitting the data set, we are applying aggregate functions independently on each group, and finally we are combining the result in order to show it to the analyst. So we can easily perform some operations like counting the number of entities present in a data set. So using this, based on some criteria, we can easily split the whole data set into multiple data sets and apply some functions on top of it to analyze the data by categories. Thanks a lot for watching this video.